Now that we know that we can calculate in Excel and we realize that we can do multiple calculations, for example, I want to know the total number of followers of all our artists. So I will utilize the addition function like this, right? Can do this and then add everything up. Okay. But this is a long list. So we don't want to do it across all our data, right? That's the reason why we also use some built-in functions in Excel. Okay, so here there is a tab where we can refer to our formulas. So these are some of them. So some of the most commonly used functions in Excel are your statistical functions where you can get the sum, the average, you can count, you can get the maximum and the minimum. There are also some financial functions here. There are some logical functions as well. So you can do this to put conditions in your file. Also, you can use the text function to clean your data, some date and time functions, and some lookup functions as well. So for this lesson, we will try to explore some commonly used statistical functions. Let's try with sum first. So again, in our example earlier, what if I want to know the total number of followers of all our artists, right? So I want to know how many followers are there. So what we can do is instead of adding them up individually, we can use the sum function. So again, we will start with an equal sign. And then the way we write functions in Excel is we use the actual function. So here you can see, if you see something like this, it means it's a built-in function. If you see a symbol of fx in Excel, that means there is a function that is named like this. So some ifs. So for this one, we'll use sum. And then once you have written the function, we'll put a parenthesis, an open parenthesis there. And then you will add your cells. So you can do this, then this. It's like we are saying that, hey, Excel, add all of these cells. Okay. But this way, we are also selecting individually. We have just eliminated the addition symbol, but still we are um, including everything, right? So you can do that. Or you can actually just select the entire column by using this convention. So that means, okay, so this means that sum of F8 to F72, that means you are asking Excel to get the sum of all your cells from F8, this is our first cell with data, up to F72. Okay, F72 is the last cell with data. Okay, so this is like selecting the entire column now. So uh that's how we write our sum function. That's we use colon to indicate that this is from here to here. Okay. All right. So I'll just delete this and then just use this. Okay. So that's how we write sum, we can copy the formula, to get the sum of this. For example, I want to get the sum of all female followers and all male followers. We can simply copy our uh, formula here and paste it here. To copy your function and formula, can just control C, just press control C, and then go to the next cell, and then control V. So that's copying the formula. Then do it again, control C, and then control V here. Okay, that's how we write sum function. We can proceed with another most commonly used function, which is the average. So this is getting the average of your data. For example, we want to get the total number of, the average number of male followers across all artists. What we can do is, instead of sum, we will just write average. And then the open parenthesis, and then select everything, D8 to D72, right? So that's our average. Again, we can copy this and paste here, copy and paste. Okay, so that's how we use the average function. Next, we also have count function. So this is like counting the all the cells with data. That's how we use the count function. Okay, so that's count, and then select everything. The way we select our cells using shortcut keys would be control shift, pressing the control and shift button all together, and then pressing the down arrow. So again, that's control shift, and then selecting this, and then press down. Okay. So this means we have 65 rows or 65 data points here. Okay, we can copy this and paste it here. Copy and paste. Okay, we also have minimum and maximum. That means we are computing for the smallest. For minimum, that's the smallest value in your selection, in your selected column. And then the maximum is the largest value. Okay, so let's say I want to get the minimum. What is the minimum amount? That's min, and then selecting everything again. So that means this is 1,880,929. This is the lowest value in our data set. Okay, we can copy this, then copy. If you can see it's 0, that means we have data here with 0 value. You can verify this if this is something that you think is not real. For example, you can double check by filtering your data, okay, or probably sorting from lowest to highest. Okay, now we have maximum. It's just the same. So now we are getting the highest value. So this is the highest value in our cell. As we know, this is just sorted according to the total number of followers from largest to lowest. So we are expecting that this is the largest value, which holds true here, right? So this is useful if in case your data is not sorted and you wanted to see the largest value. All right. So these are some of the most commonly used statistical functions in Excel.
All right, in summary, we have learned how to navigate our Excel interface. We've tried to use some buttons and ribbons. We have tried to create tables and format as well. And we have also tried to clean some data through sorting and filtering, and we have created our basic math and statistics functions. I hope you have learned, and please feel free to explore, because there are other buttons and ribbons which may be useful for you, and there are also tons of formula built in Excel for you. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.